Got some good ones. Got a little cars today. Got my 164th out. Got some recent additions past couple months. 164th. Some older additions. Some just that came out recently that we'll take a look at. These are going to fill in some of my stuff that I like. I like cars that look realistic, not goofy. I don't do any of the fantasy stuff. Try to get things that would fit into like a diorama. I'm probably going to start planning out something like that to display more of my nicer detailed 164 stuff. But these are ones that I bought. I didn't get extras of them. These are ones, but I did take them out. They're ready to go. So we're going to take a look at those too. And then we'll see some Greenlight. And I got lucky. I got a green machine. I got a few green machines. This one I found. It was a new release. We'll take a look at it. I'm not going to unbox it, but we'll look at the package. It's awesome. It is one I'm going to get the regular of even. Most green machines I find, they aren't exactly the casting I love, but this was actually a casting, so it's really a special one to me. So I'm going to share that with everybody too. And some good stuff from Greenlight, Hot Wheels, and M2. So we'll go look at the Hot Wheels. This was a truck that I love. Absolutely love. I was kind of late to the game on this casting. It's been out a lot. It is the yellow one right here. I got the other one too that I was able to find in the wild. Again, I try not to get the Hot Wheels stuff mail order. Same thing with M2 actually. There's enough distributors of them that I can find them too. But Greenlight, sometimes I'll get it online just because they don't carry everything. And I am a big collector of Greenlight, so just something I like. I'll have to get it online. I will, but that's about it. So 83 Silverado, this casting. The only thing really about this casting that's not correct is the roof and the door, but I mean the rest of the truck is really good. It is pretty close to 164 scale, if not on it, so it fits in with everything. Even though this is a limited run for Walmart exclusive truck series for 2019, this is a metal on metal truck, even though it's got the mainline wheels on it. So I bought a bunch of these. My buddy found it for me, and forever thankful for him. Usually there's a lot of scalping going around my town, so he got me enough so I can have some to keep back and also a couple to customize. So very excited. This is their casting. It came out a few years ago. It's just really cool. Obviously it's a truck that's been sectioned and put on, air springs and all that, but it looks great. Everybody loves square body short bed, so do I. I'm included in their group. And this is the new yellow paint scheme. Premium paint almost, it feels like. The TOPO is on top though. It's not under a clear coat like the premium stuff from Hot Wheels, but these are more than the other limited edition stuff. Usually it's $1.30. This is up to $2 something. So, but it's a good one. This one's definitely cool. You can see the air ride and then how it's sectioned in the bed there. A little bit more light there. Cool graphics. Can't wait to have fun with this thing. I do some custom work. You can see it on Instagram. I got the link on my homepage on YouTube, so feel free. Yep. But this is going to be a lot of fun. And you could see on the truck series from last year, it looks great with real riders on it and a little bit more detailing. I love this truck. Even with the Borla stuff all over it, it's still good looking. So one of my favorite castings. I'm trying to fill in my collection here. I was late to the game on Hot Wheels with this truck, so I'm sure as soon as I see anything else, I'm going to get it. And the card art, one of the cards that I have boxed that I'm going to leave carded. I'll show you guys. It's awesome. I mean, look how cool that looks. I love the card art. So I kept the one I opened. I'll probably do something with it. Maybe cut it out or something. But kudos to them. And I got some of the other truck series, like the S10, which is called the Beach Patrol, and a couple other trucks. But this one is definitely cool. So, and you can always pick your favorite. Obviously, I'm sure the Silverado will be a lot of people's favorites, but again, here it is. Walmart exclusive. I found the Studebaker. Probably get the 62 Chevy, like those. I got the F1, found that. So, but as many Silverados as I see, I'll buy them. I love them. Perennial favorite for me. So yeah, there's the card and everything. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. So that's the Silverado. Go on and on for that. You know, maybe I'll show some stuff I've done in the past in terms of custom. But if you want to see all that stuff, just go on Instagram, like I said. All right, some really cool stuff from M2, right? They've been doing this stuff. I think this casting came out last year where they're doing the bed. And the bed is really cool. It's not one of those cheap done beds where it's like real short and edge or shallow and all that stuff. It's really cool. So, great truck. This is going to be, their medium duty heavy truck. It's a C60 cab. And this has been done in real life, really. They've done trucks like this custom where they've done the cab and the heavy cab and all that and made it look like a pickup. So, it's cool. Definitely cool. It's got metallic blue. They did like an orange one, I think, with white. I like the blue myself. So this is here. I'm gonna focus. Sorry. All right, there we go. So, M2 does really good detailing with their painting. They usually have very few errors. The problem is the construction sometimes. This truck's been pretty solid. Bumpers are on everything, but they just jam these wheels on. So. This is before I've taken it apart. I'm going to take it apart and straighten everything out. If it needs attention with paint, I will. But I kind of like the chrome wheels. They would look good white too, but I think I'll leave them chrome. This is a cool truck. It's got the blue bow tie there. It's got Chevrolet done on the grill. It's got the clearance lights on the cab. And I was talking about that deep bed. It's great. Really cool. So on real life, the way this is supposed to be pretty much the same width as a standard Chevy regular pickup. So if you do it right, it should fit. Maybe they'd extend it a little bit, and just put a fender on it. So yeah, great truck, all metal, heavy. So it's cool. They try to price that truck more. It seemed like this was more money than the regular M2s, but I don't know. And it's just where I bought it. I did use the coupon. So, great truck. It's going to be getting probably touched up, and I'll straighten it out and everything. And then another cool truck is this one, which is this here Ford Econoline camper van. This is a 65 Ford. And I always thought those windows when I was looking at it in the box were kind of funny looking, but if you do a closer inspection on them, I'll do it this way so you can see it. They're supposed to be kind of like they're tilted out, kind of getting the vent position. So when you look at that, it's actually kind of a neat detail. And they painted the weather stripping around the rear. You can see the black, so that's pretty cool. Taillights are done pretty good. A little mess on that, not too bad. What was cool about this truck was, another good thing was the wheels are rolling nice and straight. So I like that. And, of course, it's got the spare tire on the front. Brown interior. You can see there. It's not too bad. Big steering wheel. It's got the facing seats in there. So, it's a great truck. There's a chassis. Solid. Diecast. There's your little wheels. You can see the base. I like this thing. It's nice. It's fun to play with. It's definitely cool. This would look good in the RV campground with my campers. I'm going to start buying some more campers. So that is our 65 Ford Econoline, a little short wheelbase van. All right, some Greenlight stuff. I found this at the store, grocery store. We have a grocery store in Indiana called Myers, and it sells Greenlight. And this is their new release, Barrett-Jackson series. This is Series 3. So, nice looking stuff. I love this car because it had that gold poly color from Mopar. And The 68 Charger was the cleanest of this body style that lasted to the 70 model year. So didn't have the split grills, it's solid, and it had the dual taillights in the back. So I actually opened this, but take a look at the packaging. I open these things so I can keep the car in the package if I have to, if I'm moving around or something, or if I gotta box them up. But yeah, so this is supposed to be a 68 Charger, high option car, meaning that this car had like air conditioning, power brakes. It was a Hemi, which was a lot of money by itself. Had an FM radio, tic tac clock, all that stuff. Sure grip, posi. What else was notable? It had probably a 727 3-speed automatic. Yeah. So I mean, it had every piece of option you could get back in '68. Even had the soft top on it, vinyl roof. So it sold at auction, 130. So I mean, that's not bad for early Hemi Charger, really. Not too bad. So yeah, I just opened it up like this, so I can just take the car out and keep the package nice. But this car will probably go in the collection on the shelf with the other ones. I don't buy too many muscle cars, but when I do get them, they're my favorites. I don't just get them to get them. So yeah, I love Chargers. The wheels are done. This is a casting that goes back, as you can see. The original copyright is '07, so that was like when they started doing cars like this. And other people have mentioned in other videos that Greenlight's cars were a little bit different. They're done a little bit different than they are today, and the way they go together is a little bit nicer, I think. The other thing that they do is their casting is great. Now the wheels might be a little bit inset more than usual on a normal car, as you can see in the rear there. But other than that, they're pretty good. They have all the tampos done correctly. You're going to have your Hemi badge on the door panel. You have Charger script there. They have the round taillights and 68 only on this body. You know, so that's done correctly. And they got the round taillights on the back panel. Dual exhaust. It's got the Barrett-Jackson tag back there when it runs through the block. Same thing on the front. So again, solid grill, no split. 69 had the split, and so clean car. There's your motor. It doesn't look as big as it does in real life in this setting, because it looks a little undersized, but that's okay. We're dealing with a very tiny car. Another round clearance light there, signal. So that was done correctly. And you got very shiny base for Greenlight. Usually they're very dark, so that was a nice surprise. It's almost like it's been polished. But you can see the wheels back then from those older castings, even though this is a new release, had a longer post coming from the wheel, so the wheels were always straighter. Of course, these are a little crooked, but typically when you were buying cars back then, the wheels were pretty true because of all the length on the post there. It's got the chrome detail for your filler cap and the tunnel back window that was so popular. The NASCAR fans know that this was kind of a disadvantage on the high-speed tracks, and they went to the Charger 500 and then eventually to the Daytona when that was filled in basically with a smooth glass. So that was a change, but obviously it looked better in person, you know, if you had this, because it looked better. But yeah, that was another change they did. So there's that gold poly Charger. This is 1968 big block Hemi 426 3-speed automatic car. All right, another car that was kind of caught my eye. This is just, I don't even have these cars, but I thought, you know, since the drag strip series came out, I was starting to get back into that 1/64 scale, and this I thought would be cool. So this is a TOPO fuel altered bodied car. It looks like it has a big block Chevy in it, but I don't know, you could be the judge of that. Looks like it has a stack injection on it as well. So that's another car opened up. It's really tiny, but again, true 1/64 scale, and this is running on empty series. What do they say? Series 7, so they're already on the 7 series already. This is the box. And those are all the releases. And like I said, I found the Turtle Wax Dodge. So we'll look at that. It's awesome. That's the green machine I found. There's the box. Marvel Mystery Oil. Licensed drag car. This one's really neat. It's tiny, obviously. I mean, 1/64th. We're going to bring it down a little bit. You can see the markings are really done really well. It's got slicks on it. Tiny, tiny car. It is metal, though. But you can see the Charger behind it. You know. Charger's a pretty big car back in its day. It's not the biggest, but you get the idea. So, and that little car probably had almost the same horsepower or more, maybe, than that Charger did. So, look at that power to weight ratio going on. Looks like it's got the magnesium wheels on it. Small slicks, really tiny slicks. Marvel Mystery Oil livery kind of snakes around the back. It's got the parachute up top here on the cage. Driver sits in the center. So that was completely gutted and changed out. And then there's your motor. So you got the even spacing on the exhaust bores. Let's see if I can get this to chrome. It's got your dumps right there. And your injection. So I mean it's pretty simple. There's the front. This could be probably painted. I'll probably paint that black. You could see that they kind of had some overspray going on there. But from the side, it looks pretty good. Got some great markings on it. Marvel Mystery Oil. So, little tiny car. Little drag car. Thought that would be cool with the drag strip cars that I got. Alright, so to finish it out, I'm going to show out, this cool find that I found. Just randomly when I bought that little car. This little bad boy was hanging up. And it was a release I knew about, but I forgot that it was coming out so soon. And I found it. So Green Machine Dodge 1962 D100. Really cool looking thing. Wow. So there it is. And of course they would have the green base. So cannot wait to find a regular one so I can open it up, and definitely we'll do another 1/64th roundup when I find that. I'll have some more cars to show you guys, but that's the set. So good stuff. Little cars, always exciting, just as much as the big ones. I will tell you this, I got something exciting in 1/18th scale coming very soon, so stay tuned. Till next time.